Well, good morning, Sir Jeff Marty. You know, when they first asked me to MC this little gig, the first thought that came to my mind was roast. We are going to roast this cat. But then the stories actually started coming through were very sincere, heartfelt stories, and I figured, okay, well, that plan's pretty much shot. But I think it's going to turn out better this way because I think you would probably be more comfortable during a roast rather than having to sit there like you're going to right now and have to listen to your leaders talk about how fantastic you really are. So hope you enjoy it, Jeff.
Jeff Marty, where do I start? I've known Jeff for a lot of years, but most recently I had the pleasure of working for Jeff a few years back. He was our branch manager at Bellinger. Jeff is not only a great leader, but an awesome person. He generally cares for his team and RCU as well. He always brings a smile to my face when I see him out in the branch or see him at a function. He takes time out to chat with me and reminisce about the good old days. He always makes me feel special and always has a kind word to say to me. I feel like he appreciates me as a tenured team member and always gives me a congratulatory job well done feeling. Jeff, thank you for all you do to make us feel valued and to support RCU and its culture.
I love how much energy and positivity Jeff has every time I see him. I don't think I have ever seen him have a bad day, even on the worst days. His smile is contagious, and it's always a joy to see him.
Jeff has always made himself available whether he was busy or not. He would always give me and others the full attention when they needed it. Jeff is the definition of a servant leader, from wiping people's cars off to possibly finding an office so they can make it to their college graduation. Jeff has a knack for remembering things about people that get them excited and energized, and then he gets excited himself, and that's just so cool to see in a leader. Jeff truly is the definition of Royals' core values and core purpose, and I am so happy that he is our VP and represents us at the branch level.
I have known Jeff ever since he was my manager at the Bellinger location a while ago. He has always been there for me when I've had questions or helping me with new learning tools for my job. Jeff is one of the team members that has helped me get to where I am today at our downtown Eau Claire location. He always has a smile on his face and is cheerful each and every time I see him.
Hey Jeff, funny story that I have for you that I'd love to share with everyone today. Many years ago when you were still a manager at the now Eau Claire South office, and I'm sure you remember this, we sat at an operations meeting together and there was a topic being presented that neither one of us was terribly fond of. And as our frustration grew, at one point you were sitting next to me and you looked over and you said, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this. I'm gonna do it. And then you raised your hand, you gave a stern, firm, dissenting opinion, and then turned around and said, well, I feel better.
Hey Jeff, first of all, I want to start off by saying thank you. As I started watching all of these videos rolling in from team members and leaders, I thought, wow, you really truly do make a positive impact across our team members, our leaders, and the organization. And we wouldn't be able to do our jobs without you and your guidance and your leadership. So thank you. If I had to look back and find my one favorite memory with Jeff, it would be when he offered me the branch team lead position at the Golfa 93 office. We met over on the west side of town. I really hadn't had much interaction with Jeff before, and he had a little booth in the back of Cancun. And he said, and my goal for us working together is to just really have my 1-2 punch. And we have just been the best of buddies ever since. And he's been my mentor and my leader for many, many years. So thank you, Jeff. I truly wouldn't be where I am without you. And I know that many of these other leaders have felt the same. So thank you.
Hey Jeff, I just want to start by saying thank you for always being all in when it comes to the front line. I think it's safe to say anybody would say that you consistently have our back, and I do appreciate that. On a personal note, I do want to just say I remember a time, this was probably about a year ago at the Birch Street office. I was having a situation with a member, kind of a sensitive situation, and things were a little uncomfortable, and you were at the Birch Street location in 5 minutes. Shane just happened to not be there that day, so you were my savior. So I did appreciate that, and we'll always remember that. So thank you.
And to piggyback off of Becky, I just want to say thank you for all your hands-on help during the Altoona branch move. You were just there not only to work and help the team, but you were engaging with the team, having fun with the team. So thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Hi, my name is Nicole Frederick, and for the next 40 minutes, I'm going to be your tour guide for my appreciation of Jeff Marty, one of the great seemingly impossible appreciation stories of our time. My name is Nicole Frederick. Webster's Dictionary defines appreciation as recognition and enjoyment of the good qualities of someone or something. Unlike Michael Scott, Jeff Marty is a leader of example. I am so grateful for the opportunity to have worked with Jeff in his regional position. He was one of the many leaders that encouraged me and challenged me along the way to be the best I could be. He gave me the tools and resources I always needed to be successful. And one thing I really appreciate about Jeff is the many tangents, squirrel moments, long-winded stories that both of us equally brought to our one-on-ones that made them last 3 hours. I really could go on for 40 minutes about my appreciation for Jeff, but I will end it with I am so happy to have someone like Jeff in our corners for the branches, being our advocates. You are always showing us the way on having fun, giving us that appreciation, and we are very grateful to have the opportunity to show you ours.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey.
What's one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
I would say upbeat, and I love seeing him and his little boy on the commercials.
Hey, Marianne.
Hey.
What's one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
Cheerful.
Hey, Joanne. What's one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
Smart.
Hey, Brian. What's one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
Upbeat. Jeff is always upbeat, in a good mood, brings good energy every day that I've seen him. Good leader, fun.
Hey, Al Pal.
Yeah?
What's one word that you can describe Jeff Marty?
Happy. Hey, Jenna.
Yeah?
What's one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
Don't know who he is, but he's probably great.
Hey, Brittany. What's one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
I'm not real sure. I think I'm with Jenna.
Hey, Christy. What's one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
Oh man, I'm gonna need a minute. Just wait, let me think. Joking, I would say joking.
Hey, Sarah. What's one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
I think he has a great sense of humor. We find him hilarious.
Hey, Kayleen. What's one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
Prize.
Anna. What's one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
Fun.
Hey, Megan. What's one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
He's a stranger, but I can't wait to meet him.
What is one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
I don't think I can do just one. Let's go with upbeat, loyal, hardworking.
Hey, Chris.
What?
What's one word you would use to describe Jeff Marty?
Jeff? What is his birthday or something?
I don't think so.
No? I would say compassionate.
Hey Jeff, the CFS team has something to say to you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Hey Jeff. We are here to question what you were thinking in 2011 when you hired me as a teller. Best day ever. Just wanted to thank you for having such an impact in my career and showing me what a great leader looked like from the start. Coming over from Eau Claire South, our team members have still shown that they were positively impacted by you, and you are like a celebrity here. Our team members talk about specific things that you've done, that they laugh about, care about. Just kidding.
Got it. Jeff, I want to thank you for hiring her back in 2011. That was a really good call on your part. I know you were winging it with the decision, but it worked out great. You have had a huge impact on us, and I hope you know that Steve still tells the story to all of our new hires about when he got to duct tape you to a chair. That is a legend at Eau Claire South. Thank you for being an advocate for us and our team all the time. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a loan officer here at Royal. That has been a huge benefit to us. And thank you for having confidence in us and empowering us to make our own decisions and run our own offices.
Not to forget, one last thing, the time when you were so excited about Keogh's cookies that your car suffered for it. Thanks for being you, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hey Jeff, Chelsea here. Or should I say Jeffy? Is that like a thing that I can still say anymore? It just seems so unprofessional, but it's just gonna stick forever and you know it. Just wanted to drop in and let you know how appreciated you are and the impact that you've had on my life. Figured I would start with just, spelling out your name and a couple adjectives to describe you. So J, oh no, it's gonna be backwards. J is for joyful because you are literally the most joyful person ever. We've got E for energetic because you are extremely energetic and bring so much positive energy to all those around you. F is for fun. You are so much fun, just an absolute blast. F is for fantastic. You are a fantastic human being and I just want to be friends with you always and forever. And Y, because I had to add the Y onto Jeffy, is youthful. You seriously don't age. Here are a couple of photos. And you look literally the exact same still today. It's a gift that you have. So just wanted to drop a couple of those really sweet pictures of you. Anyways, just wanted to let you know how impactful you've been in my life as well as members' lives. There's probably a whole bunch of member stories I could say on how you've impacted them, and if we gathered all of our members and mentioned your name, I'm sure they would have a wonderful story to tell because you're just a very genuine person. But a couple things I just wanted to quick say thank you for, and just an appreciation for you is, you really helped shape my life and my career with Royal. I started here when I was very young and really didn't have a lot of support from family, and you were kind of my family. So we built a really fun friendship, and you were always someone that I looked forward to working with over the years. And then as you moved on to bigger and better things, I was lucky enough to do so as well, and I feel like I owe a lot of that to you. You were an amazing mentor and just a support system. But I do have to tell a really quick funny story. You tell it so much better than me. But one of the ways that you impacted me was always making sure that my car was running. Hence me coming to you, letting you know that I had some weird lights on my dashboard, one of them being a teapot. I didn't know what that was. And I let you know that, I think it goes something like this. You do a lot better than me, but it was like, Jessie, there's a teapot light on in my car and I don't know what it means. So thanks to you, you had my car all fixed. You literally got done with your shift, went over to Quick Trip, bought oil for my car, and you also bought windshield wiper fluid as well, because you are just that type of person. And there you are in your work clothes with my hood up, my little red Oldsmobile Arrow, making sure that my oil was good and my windshield wiper fluid was filled, just truthfully taking care of me. So I just really, really appreciate that. There's been lots of other things that you've done, but that of course is the story that I always have to tell. But just wanted to say thank you for all that you do and keep making a difference, because you truthfully are just one of the best people. And if we could all duplicate Jeff Marty, this world would be a better place. So thank you so much for all that you do, and hope you like this message.
Hey Jeff, me again. Too many stories to choose from, so I'm just gonna come at you right away and hit you in the feels. Quite possibly not a finer individual in this institution that puts the entire leadership package together. You're someone that's inspired me since day one, someone I completely 100% trust and confide in. The friendship that we've developed over the years is something that's truly important in my career and in my life in general. The conversations that we've had both at work and in my personal life will remain between us, but I don't think that I'm alone when I say that you just feel better after getting to talk out something with Jeff Marty. I love you, pal, and you got a big bear hug coming the next time I see you.
So when you think about Jeff and how he has positively impacted my career and my personal life, there are so many stories that come to mind, but two that are standouts in my mind. One is when I was at Golf Road and I was a member account rep, and Jeff came in as a assistant branch manager, and he had come in a little bit late one morning. Probably not due because he was just late. I'm sure there was a great reason he was late. Anyways, so he came in a little bit later than everybody else. I believe he parked next to my car and noticed that it had a flat tire, and he wanted to come in and let me know. So he did, and then while he came and let me know, he also then went back out to my car, looked under my vehicle in the snow and the rain, and got all dirty, and just like the most sweetest thing anybody could ever do. That was a big thing that stood out to me personally, and just how caring Jeff is. One thing professionally that stood out in my mind is when, again, just him coming brand new to golf and just his different thoughts about helping members. I had a member come in late and they needed money. They had gotten a cashier's check, I think, from Quick Trip, and they weren't able to get those funds back right away. So we were looking to do some kind of a quick cash increase, and she didn't get approved due to some circumstances that we couldn't control. So Jeff just came up with something out of the blue, which I never would have thought about at the time as a member account rep. But he really opened my eyes to the different ways that we can really impact a member, and the ways that we can think outside the box. So that made such an impression to me. Honestly, there's so many stories that I could think of, but those were the ones that stood out the most for me and the most impactful for me in my journey here at Real Credit Union.
Okay. So I super appreciate Jeff because he just celebrates his team, and he lights up and speaks passionately about our wins, and it is fun to watch.
One of my favorite memories of Jeff is we were standing on CC1 near the stairwell, me and Sam and someone else from ECS, and he walks through the door and just lights up and says, oh, "Best day ever!" Just completely meant it, and I love that. Genuine.
Best Jeff ever.
Cheers.
Jeff. I, along with my team at Eau Claire Southwest, we really want to take the time to tell you how much we appreciate you. Each and every time that you show up at Eau Claire Southwest, you enter with a giant smile on your face, spewing a crazy amount of positive energy. And I thought I had a lot of positive energy. You never fail to make your way around and greet each and every one of us individually. One team member said this specifically about you. Jeff always has time for anyone, no matter if he is busy or not. Busy. He always greets you with a smile and you feel heard. I always appreciate when I see him. He always asks what is new with you and remembers the last conversation you had together. And I couldn't agree more with them. I think that they hit that spot on. And I personally want to appreciate your patience with me and my branch as we continue to learn, grow, and make a name for ourselves. Eau Claire Central, ECC, right? I thank you for having the confidence in me this past year and continue to provide me with opportunities to grow. I appreciate you trying to warn me for Jeff's strong poker face during my interview. And even though I failed to receive that message in time and happened to talk about poopy diapers, your smiles and head nods reassured me that I was doing everything I needed to be doing. So thank you. And I just want to let you know that finally, Tiana, she says thank you for always remembering to bring her a Starbucks cold brew every time you visit us. Here's to an awesome 2022 and an even better 2023. Thank you.
Hey Jeff, what you got for me today? When I first became a MAR 8 years ago, I would usually try to use Josh Odegaard as my loan officer. If he was not available, I would then call Jeff Marty. Jeff became accustomed to all the crazy things that I would put together for him. Crazy as in good crazy. I seemed to find some of the most interesting members to help and usually had fun stories for Jeff to hear about. So he got to the point where whenever he saw my name come across his caller ID, he would just answer the phone with, "Hey Lisa, what you got for me today?" And I loved his enthusiasm and that he encouraged me to come to him, whether it was a good or a bad situation, and he was always helpful and gave me good insight to loans, even if the answer was a no. Anyway, thank you so much for all of your guidance, Jeff. I really appreciate your leadership and your enthusiasm and the fun that you bring to the table.
Hey Jeff, wanted to say thank you for the hard work and dedication you have for the operations team. You're doing a phenomenal job in your role as vice president, and certainly can't thank you enough for having my back with the ambassador team. A big part of our success is you helping create that and bring it to fruition, and it's helped across the organization so much. So thank you so much.
And that, my friend, is a wrap. Hope you've enjoyed this little collection that we have here for you. It was a lot of fun hearing these stories come together. You got a lot of leaders that think you're pretty cool. So hope you hang on to this. It's very special, and we're all very honored to be able to deliver it to you. So cheers.